This is a great honor for every fan of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm honored to be in the NFL.
What can I say? Mamba out.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the afternoon show presented by ESEN. I'm Chris Gonzalez, joined by Tony Gonzalez and Jay McLovin. What's up, fellas?
Not a whole lot. Got some pretty good weather.
Yeah, well, it was a bright spot. Houston finally ended their damn losing streak. Houston finally lose their damn losing streak. So I'm already feeling happy. And yeah, it was nice 80 degrees outside. Had a little cigar earlier today. Felt pretty nice, Tony. Wasn't too bad.
Hey Jay, you might try backing out and coming back in. You don't have a very good connection. You're blurry and you're cutting in and out.
Yep.
Oh, something wasn't right. Did you notice it?
Yeah, but he cut in and out. And I didn't. He wasn't blurry before, and then all of a sudden he was blurry. We'll give Jay a second and get back in here, and then we'll start with some Major League Baseball. Man, now I got some divisions coming right down to the wire, and got some wild cards right down to the wire. So it'll be a pretty exciting ending to the season, and I think playoffs start on Tuesday. So I'm looking forward to this weekend. Hopefully things turn out good for our Reds. We're a game back of the Mets. Arizona's 2 games back of the Mets. Their chances are definitely slim, not having the tiebreakers or anything. Cincinnati's got hope because even though they're a game back, if they can get tied up with the Mets, at least, then they have the tiebreaker.
Yeah, Reds going to basically have to win at least 2 of these 3 at the very least, depending on what the Mets do. Need to win all 3, but if you win 2 of the 3, you give yourself a chance.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I think both of us got a sweep. I really do, man. I feel like with the position we're in right now, you know what I mean?
Well, especially
a sweep would be ideal, but I'm just saying if we can win 2 of them, we would have a chance. But yeah, we need the sweep.
Yeah, Jay, definitely in your guys' case with no tiebreakers. The Reds are in a little bit better shape when they got the tiebreaker. Houston don't have the tiebreaker. So yeah, Houston's got to win all 3 to have a chance. I agree with that 100%. The Reds,
we just got to win one more game than what the Mets do.
Yeah, one more game. Yeah, but a sweep takes care of that.
Sweep takes care of that
as long as the Mets lose 1. Yeah. Arizona's about let's talk about a little bit here. Let's talk about I've got the games that's going to be happening this weekend and the key matchups. And we'll talk about those series. But we have the Blue Jays and the Yankees tied for the division right now. We got Cleveland and Detroit tied for the division right now. We got Seattle has got their division wrapped up. Philadelphia, Milwaukee, and the Dodgers. Dodgers technically don't have it wrapped up. They're 3 games ahead of San Diego, but as long as they win 1 game, that's wrapped up. So fairly wrapped up. American League wild card. You got the Yankees, Boston, and Detroit in right now. Houston's out a game right now. They're minus a game back. We've got in the National League wild card, Cubs, San Diego, and the Mets. Mets have 1 game lead on Cincinnati and a 2 game lead on Arizona. That's where we stand at on that. Some big series that's coming up this weekend. We got Arizona at San Diego. We got the Reds playing at Milwaukee. We got the Mets playing at Miami. Houston at the Angels. We got Detroit at Boston. Texas at Cleveland. We got the Rays at the Blue Jays, and we got Baltimore at the Yankees. So let's look at this, guys. Let's talk about the ones that mean the most to us right now. Let's go with the Houston and the Angels. Like we pretty much said, Houston to really have any kind of chance at all pretty much has to sweep the Angels and hope for the best. So, Jay, how are you feeling right now?
You know, if it was any other season, I feel I would be okay because I know what kind of team the Astros are health-wise and everything else. This year, I don't really know what this team is. You know, I don't know what this team is for a lot of reasons. We got a brand new manager. We've had injuries all start the season. We've had rookies come up. We've had rookies go down. There's not been a time at all this season where the Astros have had consistency in terms of personnel, health, things like that. So I don't know what this team really is. I don't think anybody will. I don't even think the Astros know what this team really is. So it's anybody's guess. Obviously, with the Angels, if this had been previous Astros teams, I think we'd be good. But this Astros team is just it's so inconsistent. You just don't know what you're going to get. You can get a team that will come out there and sweep you like we did the Rangers, or we'll come out there and lose to the A's and get the third one. I just don't know what brand of baseball is going to come out of that team when we go up against the Angels. So I'm about as much in the guess as you guys are at this point.
Yeah, Houston played really well in the month of June. They were fantastic in the month of June. They couldn't hardly do any wrong in the month of June. They hit the ball. I mean, even though they had a few sad injuries at that point, I mean, every key hit that needed to be made, the Houston Astros made that. But since the month of June, they've been very inconsistent. And some of that's got to do with injuries, but, everybody has injuries, but they've just not been a consistent ball club. The Reds has also been that way, not always consistent. And what me and Chris talked about at the beginning of the season, the Reds was going to have to play well in their division, and it's coming right down to that. We're coming down to Milwaukee, a team that doesn't have a lot to play for, but they're definitely not going to go down there and lay down either. I'm not saying that, but a big series for the Reds. Chris, how you feeling?
I got mixed feelings about it. I'm feeling pretty good because we're playing. I'm feeling good because we're playing good. Been playing good baseball. The lazy take that a lot of people have is, the Reds blew it when the Reds wouldn't be would be in the playoffs. It's all because of they lost the 2 games of the Pirates and lost that series. Yes, that was big. That's not the reason. That's not the only reason. And you also have to look at it this way. They went 5-2 on that homestand.
Yeah.
5-2 on a homestand. That's a real good homestand. You just couldn't afford to lose them 2 at that time. But one thing about it, what really has hurt the Reds this year is against our division, we're 23-25.
Yep.
That's the reason we're 1 game out of the playoffs. Here's the other reason we're 1 game out of the playoffs right now. We are 8-18 against teams 500 or worse. So against sub 500 teams this season, we're 8-18.
Yep.
Teams that have a record of 500 or better, we're 500 against. We're 37-37. So we played good against the better teams, but we're not. We get beat by. That's why we're one. That's why we're in the position we're in. It don't just come down to the one thing. Them are the 2 main reasons, and the other reason is we don't hit the ball. We don't hit the ball consistently enough.
Yeah. One other thing I'd add to Chris, don't mean to interrupt you, but because we talked about the other day, the extra inning games.
Yes.
Because we're like
3-14.
3-14 extra inning games. If we win 1 more of those games, so not
like the other night.
but it's about consistency, and that's the difference. Houston hasn't been super consistent. The Reds hasn't been super consistent, and that's why we're in the situation that we are. The Reds may be just in a little bit better situation than Houston, but still not a great situation because you're still a game back and hoping that the other team loses. Unfortunately.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but you're really a half.
Win all 3, we're out.
You're really a half game back, but still,
Yeah, but
they
the thing is,
they
Reds
have
have
to
to
lose
lose.
the game.
If they don't lose, we're done.
Yeah,
no matter-
no, yeah.
So how you feeling about the Reds, Big Glenn?
Wait a minute. I had one.
Yeah,
other
go ahead,
thing.
Chris.
Here's the reason I'm a little worried. Reds usually don't fare well in Milwaukee.
Nope, that's true.
If you look at our history in Milwaukee, it is not great. So that's the part where I worry a little bit because that's who we have to face, and it's in Milwaukee. So that does worry me a little bit. But we have been playing good baseball. Our pitching's been good. We just got to find ways to consistently get runs. And if you watched that Reds game yesterday, and that game didn't get you excited, I don't know what it would take for a baseball game to get you excited because. When Marte made that catch, I about jumped through the damn the damn roof here at the house when he made that catch in the 9th inning to rob him of a home run.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was it was a stressful game, but it was a big win. I mean, that right there saved. If he don't make that catch and they tie that game, we end up losing that game. I mean, then you're 2 games back, and your chances are real slim.
Yeah,
I will tell you, I get excited when Seattle, Texas, and the New York Yankees lose. When those 3 teams lose, Gonzo, I get extremely excited. I'll be honest with you, I really do. I damn near jump for joy when the Yankees do. Sometimes I run up and down naked screaming, "Fuck the Yankees!" I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the catch. Did you see the catch I'm talking about?
Yeah,
I didn't get to see it. I was watching that football game. You talking about last night?
No, it's not.
It was last night. I was watching
It was
NFL.
yesterday afternoon.
Oh, I probably didn't catch it. No.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. To answer your question, Tony, man, I tell you what, going 5-2 with one of those losses being against Paul Skeens, you really can't blame the Reds on that because that dude is a good pitcher, obviously.
Yeah.
And we had
but
chances because we lost that game in extra innings.
yeah,
So we were right
that
there.
Yeah, we was right there for sure, man. But I feel pretty good about chances, man. It's one of those kinds of things. You got 2 teams that have very bad luck. You got the Mets and you got the Reds. I mean, which one's gonna come out ahead?
I am a huge Reds fan, but right now I'm a pretty huge Miami fan.
Oh yeah,
Come on,
absolutely.
come on, Marlins.
And see, the thing with the Marlins is they're not too bad themselves. You think they would suck, but you go and look at the record, they were kind of hanging around in the wild card.
Yeah, they were playing better second half of the season.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and stuff. So I think we'll get it.
Let's talk about some of these series, guys. What we think is going to happen? We got the Rays at the Blue Jays, Baltimore at the Yankees. They are tied. I think the Blue Jays has the tiebreaker, I believe. Not 100% sure on that, but I believe. So, Jay, let's go to you first. Who's going to win that division? Is it going to be the Blue Jays? Going to be the Yankees. Both of them are in the playoffs no matter what. But again, the Rays play the Blue Jays at the Blue Jays, and Baltimore play the Yankees at the Yankees. I do believe if it's tied, the Blue Jays has the tiebreaker, I believe.
Yeah, if it's a tiebreaker, then clearly Toronto's going to do it. They're going up against the Rays, and Frankie's going up against the Orioles. I would say that the Yankees have a better chance at sweeping that series than what Tampa does, or excuse me, what Toronto does against Tampa. And the way the momentum is riding on this Yankees team is stupid. So I always say ride the hot hand, and right now the hot hand is New York Yankees. So if I was a betting man, I would bet that New York wins that division. I think Toronto will slide down in that wild card.
That's what I think too. I think the Yankees are a little hotter, and I would go with the Yankees too. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I think the Yankees are going to win that division as well. They're playing a little bit better baseball, in my opinion, right now than Toronto.
What about you, Big Lynn?
Yankees are winning that division.
Okay. Next one, we have Detroit at Boston, and we have Texas at Cleveland. Right now, Cleveland and Detroit are tied. I think Cleveland has the tiebreaker. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I believe I'm correct. So, Jay, who's going to make it? Again, we have Detroit at Boston, and we have Texas at Cleveland.
See, this is what's so interesting to me, and what makes it so damn hard. I mean, the Yankees Toronto thing, that was a little bit easier to kind of come up with the formulation. This one is very, very difficult because you get a Texas team, even though I know they're struggling, even though I know they're eliminated, they're going to go up against the Guardians, and that's a tough task. That's a tough task because Cleveland is riding a huge momentum wave. But I will tell you this: Texas, I don't think Texas lays down. I think Texas goes in there and fights, especially with Texas and Bochy being questions around whether or not Bochy comes back, doesn't come back, things like that. I think this is going to be a heated battle between them and the Guardians. I do. And so I don't know how that's going to 100% play out. I think Detroit and Boston is going to be fucking crazy nuts. And then Texas, and Houston has a hard one. I think, God, if I had to say who would, I really think that Boston-Detroit, those series, I think that's the best chance that Houston has to get in. Houston has to win out. Let's get that understood. We already talked about that. Houston has to win out because of that tiebreaker. Now it comes down to what team do you think gets knocked out if Houston does sweep? And if Houston does sweep, I think the team that gets bounced out is Detroit. I think Detroit has not had the momentum riding into this series against Boston. I think Boston's a little hotter right now. So I think Houston's best chance is Detroit losing and us sweeping. I think that's really our best scenario.
I bet you love to see Detroit getting bounced.
Yeah, I think Cleveland's going to win the division. And yeah, I mean, because Cleveland's at home, Texans are playing there, Texas is playing there, and you got Detroit at Boston, and Boston's still playing for something. I don't think they're 100% confirmed in the playoffs yet. I'm not sure where they're at on the record. Maybe Chris can look that up. But yeah. Right now, I think Cleveland's going to win the division, and I got to give Detroit the edge because Houston has to win out. Not that that can't happen. Not that Detroit can't lose 2 games, and for Houston to get in, because Boston could sweep them, or Detroit could lose at least 2 games to them. So it's going to be interesting, guys. Chris, what do you think? Who are you liking to win that division, Cleveland or Detroit? And who do you like staying in the playoffs, Detroit or Houston?
Well, I think Cleveland's going to win the series against Texas. I think Cleveland's going to win that division. I also believe that the Tigers are going to beat the Red Sox in this division and hold on to that last wild card spot. I just have a feeling the Tigers are going to get turned around in this series and win at least 2 of the 3. I don't know if they'll win all 3, but I think they're going to win at least 2 of the 3.
Yeah, if they win the series,
I think our best shot is against Detroit because of the fact that Boston is +1, right? And we're 1 game back from Detroit. I think if Boston just wins 1 game in that series, it would keep Houston from getting in. And then I think that if Detroit would have to, I think, or I should say, how am I trying to say that, Gonzo? You know what I'm saying? I think Detroit. I think Detroit has to win out. I think Boston can lose 1 and stay in.
Yeah, but Boston can. But if Detroit wins 2, Jay, I think they're in, because even if you sweep, if Detroit wins 2, that puts you in a tie with Detroit.
I think I had it reversed. I think if Boston was, I'm sorry, I had that reversed. If Boston gets swept, I think they're out of the playoffs. If Houston sweeps and Boston gets swept, I think Houston comes in, Boston goes out. And then vice versa, like you said, for Detroit, I think Detroit, if they lose 2 and Houston sweeps, then Houston gets in. Am I right?
Yeah, they could. Yeah, if they lose 2.
Because I had it reversed. I'm sorry, I just had that reversed. Yeah.
Yeah, if they lose 2, yes. If Detroit wins 2, they're going to be in. So yeah, it's kind of a tough situation for you because Boston and Detroit are playing each other in a way.
Right. And that's exactly what it comes down to. I think Houston has a better chance at sweeping and Detroit obviously losing 2 than Boston's, because Boston's not going to sweep Detroit. That's why I think Boston is good. I think Boston is firmly in there. And then I really think it comes down to Houston and Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's where I think it really lies.
Okay.
Hey, Frankie, I was gonna say, Frankie, you remember what you told Jay back in June and July?
Wait, damn, man! Why are you trying to come in here and start shit? just let him speak, man, and mail me back my damn belt. I give you that $15. Give me my damn shit back. You ain't get it this year.
I may not.
You just sit there and look pretty.
Hey, Glenn, you might as well hold on to it because you probably just going to be handing it to me at the end of the season.
Oh shit!
Don't say Gonzo, because Christmas. I could turn us around with the trade that me and Jay made.
Okay, hey Frankie, coming down to the final 3 games, a big series for you guys. I mean, you're in the playoffs. You already know that. But hey, I mean, I know you want that number 1 spot and you want the division. So, how you feeling coming in, and anything else standing out to you in these final 3 games and other teams?
And how's the Mastros doing?
I feel really good. To answer your quick question, Chris, there's only three more days left to know Houston baseball, so I'm good with that one. But to answer you, Tony, I'm feeling really good. You know, Toronto played Tampa Bay, I believe, last week, and they lost the series 2-3. So I feel real confident right now in Tampa Bay coming out and getting the win against Toronto, especially since we were nice enough to let them play at George Steinbrenner Field over there to stay in Tampa. So there's no better way for Tampa to say thank you than to beating Toronto at least twice out of this 3-game series to end the season. I feel confident that the Yankees can beat Baltimore, but then again, I'm looking at it, and Baltimore is literally bringing out all 3 of their good pitchers that they got left in that rotation for the next 3 games. But the way we've been hitting, I feel confident. It only comes down to Tampa Bay doing the job for us since Boston couldn't do it last night.
Yep, most definitely. Anything else standing out to you in these races?
Yeah, keep an eye on in Detroit and Cleveland. That's really a close one. You know, Cleveland lost yesterday to Detroit. Now they're back being tied. And it's really funny. I feel bad for Jay because it's like, we got to win against the Athletics. But then you're looking at it and you're like, God damn it, Detroit wins again. Like,
Yeah.
it's like
that's how it was last night, man. I was like, finally, we get to dominate and win, but can't do nothing with it.
Right. Like, you get a win, they get a win. You guys get a loss, they get a loss. I feel like at this point, Detroit's manager's looking at it as, listen, you guys played earlier in the day. They played in the nighttime. They looked at it and they said, listen, we got to play hard tonight. We can't have Houston come in and take this wild card spot from us. So I think that's what it's looking at. But keep an eye on that one. That's going to come down to a nail biter at the end, especially with Detroit playing Boston tonight, or actually in the next 3 games. So it's a really interesting end of the season. We've never had something like this before in baseball, where it actually comes down to the last series of the regular season. I'm just glad, just like the rest of us, we're just glad that we're not going to see cheating Astros October.
The hunt for cheat October.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Anything else on baseball? If not, we'll switch over to the NFL and Thursday night football.
Cleveland's gonna win the division. Astros, unfortunately, I think the pod missed out, but yeah. Yeah. Wrong time there, Jay. Wrong time.
I get confused with Glenn sometimes. It's like you're a Cowboy fan rocking with Jay in the NFL, but then when baseball comes around, you just like despise his team and stuff. I feel like you're an undercover Astros fan. You just don't want to admit it right now.
Hey guys, real quick. I thought this was kind of a neat stat. The Rockies have had they lead baseball in the most runs scored against them. 405 runs or something scored against them. The next closest team is the Nationals with 230.
Wow.
So the Rockies have gave up over almost 200 more runs than any other team.
That's crazy.
Baseball.
Yeah. To go back on what Frankie was saying about the end of the season coming down as close as it was, I think the only other time that was just interesting was like 2011 when I think it was the AL East came down to like the last day and I think it was the Red Sox or some shit came back from like being like 10 games or so back. At least I think it's the Red Sox.
Okay, well, nobody cared about that. But going back to what Chris
absolutely.
was saying, I thought you were talking about a more interesting stat. You over there talking about the Rockies and then the National. I thought you were gonna come up and say, you know who had the second worst? I thought you were gonna say Astros. I was ready to trash talk today. I swear to God, I had the insult in my mouth ready to come out. But you came out and you said Nationals. I'm like, damn it, I gotta hold it.
All right, guys, let's go to some Thursday night football. Wasn't a great game. I mean, the score looked pretty good, but Arizona didn't decide to play to the fourth quarter. Seattle won 23-20. Seattle's 3-1 now. Arizona's 2-1. Seattle had 384 yards total offense, 155 rushing, which was big for them. Arizona had 253 yards total offense and 89 rushing. The big thing for Arizona, they got sacked 6 times and had 2 interceptions. So
Arizona should be 2-2, right? You said 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-2. Yeah, they're 2-2.
Okay.
Yeah, Seattle's 3-1. Arizona's 2-2. Yeah, you're right. Chris, your take on that game?
Take off that red shirt, Chris. You're not going to the playoffs.
we still got a chance.
Yeah, I lost that chance last night.
No, we won. We won.
Oh yeah, you're right. You did one. Oh well, you still lost your chance. Oh, there's a little kid coming in. Go back to work. 50 cents an hour. What are you doing, kid?
Man, that was an ugly game though between
Bad
Seattle
time to take a drink,
and
Gonzo.
Arizona.
Gonzo choking on his Mountain Dew.
Okay. No, that's a game that if Arizona could learn how to play a full game,
Yeah.
they win that game. They especially offensively. Arizona's defense played their asses off last night to keep them in the game. You have them 2 early interceptions. I mean, their offense couldn't stay on the field. Marvin Harrison Jr. and Murray still looked like they wasn't on the same page. And in the second half, especially that fourth quarter, all of a sudden it looked like something between them clicked. Harrison made that real nice touchdown grab and had a couple other big catches. Arizona just ain't been able to put together consistently, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Their defense is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Like I said, their defense was the reason they were in that game last night. Seattle, to me, they look pretty good. They don't look like they're a great team, but they're a good team. And Sam Darnold is showing that so far through these first 3 games that last year wasn't just a flukish year, because now he's doing it in Seattle with another team. He's playing some good ball. So yeah, but I felt like it was a game that I think the Cardinals could be a little bit better, but they got to learn how to play offensive more than just one quarter of the game, and they've done that too much this season so far in these first 4 games.
Well, Chris, do you think, because I said this yesterday when we did yesterday before we did our picks, I mentioned the backfield without James Conner, and they went to show yesterday that the backfield is in trouble. And I get that Jay has that the backup running back in his fantasy, and listen, I'm going to say this live. I tried making a trade yesterday with Jay. Okay, I tried to do it privately, owner to owner. And I tried explaining to him that you should go with Walker over this guy, and I don't think he listened to me, but it is what it is. But the backfield is definitely what caused them, because when you seen that they couldn't do nothing with the running game, it was straight passing. And I feel like that's what messed it up, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kyler Murray ended up with 2 interceptions. When you have no backfield, I think that's a big key missing part, especially missing James Conner.
Yeah. No, I agree. And then Murray's defense, one of those interceptions wasn't on him, because that was on Harrison Jr. and went right off his hands. And and then another, I think the problem with their offense is at times they try to be too Kyler Murray dominant.
True.
I think they try to rely on him too much to run around and create something instead of using the weapons that they do have. I know they're down a weapon, like you said, with Connor, but use Harrison Jr., use these other guys you have instead of trying to rely on Kyler Murray so much.
Yeah, I agree with what you guys are saying, because if you have a running game, it's going to help your passing game, because when he has to go back to pass, the offensive line can't protect for him. I mean, he got sacked 6 times. So, I mean, it's going to be hard to get anything done when you're in that much trouble all the time. So they got to fix the offensive line if they want to try to go anywhere.
Tony, can we just pause for a minute and congratulate your son on having an amazing logo? You can see what team he really wants to root for.
Yeah, he done went off. He went off that damn Reds and went right to the Yankees. That fucking
I told him take off that damn red shirt, and look what he did.
Yep.
No, don't change it, Chris.
I just want to say it's usually the ones that don't really talk.
Undercover
people, and so
happened.
Yeah. It happens, Gonzo. It happens, man. We all know who you are. It's okay.
Just like
hide behind that GSR all you want, but we all know
you're a
you
Houston Texans fan at heart.
Yeah, yeah. But you had the logo, so yeah.
Hey, Jay,
The Texans ain't winning the division, though.
Jay, your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, my thoughts on the game was those 2 interceptions really set Arizona back substantially. They really couldn't get the run game going because they were kind of playing behind the 8 ball. I think it was 20-6 by the time the third quarter was done. So it didn't really give Trey Benson a whole lot of time to really do anything. He was averaging like 5 yards a carry. I think he had like I forgot what his actual total was. I know he had like 17 carries total for the team. I didn't look at how much Benson got, but I know 17 for 85. I think was what Arizona wound up doing as a whole.
89.
It's hard, man. When you don't have a run game going, it's hard. You know, Charbonnet, Walker, they did well, but those 2 interceptions and not connecting with Marvin in that first half really hurt them. I know they did well in the second half between that connection, but it really was kind of a little bit too late because you weren't really able to establish your run game. You weren't able to establish clock management to slow them down. And ultimately, that's just what it did. I mean, they lost it by 3, so it's not like they didn't do a good job in the second half trying to get back into it. But ultimately, I think those first 2 interceptions that happened was critical, especially when one of them was intercepted and then fumbled, and then Arizona got the ball back and still couldn't really do anything with it. I think they maybe got a field goal or something, but they couldn't convert that.
That actually ruled down by contact for Seattle, so it ended up being Seattle's ball.
Oh, okay. Because I was in and out of that game with dealing with craziness at the house, but yeah, so I was in and out. But I know he had fumbled, so they said it was ruled down by contact.
Yeah, it was ruled by contact because he was touched.
I mean, regardless, Cardinals got to work something out, man. They can't those turnovers, those 2 interceptions that first half. You can't do those kinds of things, especially against a division rival, and especially against a team like the Seahawks. You know, it's a little tougher on that. So.
Well, in his defense, and I get it. I said it too with the 2 interceptions because of the backfield. You got no running game, so it basically opens your passing game book up, and the defense already knows since you don't have no backfield, you're gonna throw it. So in defense, I agree with Gonzo what he said earlier, and clarifying my thought on how one of those interceptions wasn't on Kyler Murray, it was on Marvin Harrison Jr. But then again, as a quarterback, you should have seen that Marvin Harrison Jr. was double teamed on that play. If you guys were watching the game, he was double teamed on that play. So he didn't get a real good grip on that ball, but still, like when you had the ball in your hands. So, I mean, it's kind of like Travis Kelce in week 2 when he had the ball in the hands of the goal line and it bopped out of his hands for an interception. You got to keep control of that ball. And if you can't keep control of that ball, smack that shit right down to the floor. Don't be smack. I hate when the players smack it up in the air. I get it's not your fault and it's bobbling out, but that was in your hands. And if you feel that it's coming out, smack that shit to the ground.
Yeah, my thing, like I said, so if you look at it, because of those interceptions and because Seattle could run the ball, Seattle ran the ball 35 times, and Arizona ran it 17. 5 for Kyler Murray, 8 for Benson, and then the rest was whatever. I mean, you know, and you're just not running it. You're not being effective at the run game. And then, of course, you throw the 2 interceptions. You really had no chance to get back into the run game because you're trying to play catch up.
And to me, if Kyler Murray has the most rushing attempts on your offense, you're in trouble.
No, he didn't. He didn't have the most. He had 5, and Benson had 8.
Yeah, but
yards. Did he get more yards than the running back? Because if he got more yards than the running backs, that's insane. Because I did see him run for about 20 yards on one play to get a first down. And
he got most of it on scrambles, which is I get that, right? Yeah. I mean, Benson was doing good. He's averaging 4.4. It's not like he wasn't getting yardage. It's just when you're down 20-6 or 20-3, you know, or 14-3 going into the half, it's hard. Yep. You know, to establish the
plan. Big Glenn, your thoughts on the game?
He ain't watch. He didn't.
Yeah, I watched
he was watching the actual game.
Yeah, I was in bed, but I saw clips of it and stuff. When that kicker hit them sniffing snouts, man, you can tell that motherfucker went missing. Because the face that he made, holy shit! You know, that dude was hitting that field goal no matter what.
Why do you sound like the cat when you talk sometimes, Glenn? Succotash.
I get jacked up, man, sometimes. So
all right, guys, let's move on. Let's go.
Hold on, Tony. I got one more thing that I want to ask Chris, because Chris mentioned how Arizona has a good defense, and they really had a good defense yesterday. They showed it. Do you think what happened on that last play? Because Arizona came back and scored the tying touchdown with literally, I think it was like 40-something seconds left on the clock. And then the defense comes out and they just give up so many yardage to Sam Darnold. After, you had a good second, the defense had a good second half stopping Sam Darnold the whole second half, basically. what had happened, what crumbled in that defense to get them in the field goal range for that kicker to hit the long shot for the win.
Oh, well, that wasn't on the defense there because on the kickoff, the guy didn't.
Oh, yes.
He didn't make it
Okay.
to the landing zone, so they got the ball at the 40, and then the defense gave up one pass to Najigma, and that put him in field goal range.
You know what? You're right. I did forget about the failed kickoff attempt. Idiot.
Okay, let's go to the games for this weekend, guys. We got Minnesota at Pittsburgh.
London.
Real quick, guys, try to
Berlin.
give their who wins, Minnesota or Pittsburgh. Let's go to Jay first.
Minnesota or Pittsburgh. I feel
That's
like Addison is back now. So they have Addison. Carson Wentz is still playing pretty good out there for Minnesota. So I'm gonna ride Carson Wentz. I think Minnesota just has more weapons than what Pittsburgh has, and I feel like they're gonna use those weapons effectively. So I'm gonna roll with Minnesota on this one.
Chris.
Let's see. This game's in Ireland, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I knew it was one of
Vikings
them
are-
over there.
Vikings are 2.5-point favorites, minus 146 on the money line. I like the Vikings here as well. I think the Vikings defense is playing better than the Pittsburgh Steelers defense right now, and so that's the main reason I like the Vikings here. And plus, I think the Vikings are a little bit better right now with Carson Wentz as their quarterback than what they were with J.J. McCarthy as their quarterback. Because McCarthy's still developing. Wentz has shown he's a capable quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he won a Super Bowl. He had a good year with the Colts. He just couldn't get along with Jim Irsay, and Irsay kicked him out of town. But yeah, I like the Vikings here. I think their defense is going to be the difference in the game.
Yeah, I agree. If the game, I know Pittsburgh's the home team, but it's not at Pittsburgh, like you said, it's in Ireland. Yeah, I'm going to go with Minnesota also. Frankie.
Yeah, I look at this as kind of like a redemption game for Aaron Rodgers. He played last year in London against the Vikings when he was with the Jets, and he got straight up annihilated by the Vikings defense. If I'm not mistaken, they had like 3 or 4 interceptions. 2 of those was returned for a touchdown. It was a great moment for me, and I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one because I think defensively they know how to stop Aaron Rodgers. I'm not really, sold on Pittsburgh. They just snuck by beating my team last week by a touchdown, and it was a late touchdown. And like Jay said, Carson Wentz is looking really good, and I'm going to go with a quarterback that is named after my daughter, even though he's older than my daughter. But I'm going to say he's named after my daughter because my daughter's more important. So I'm going to go with Carson Wentz and the Minnesota Vikings.
Big Glenn?
Minnesota.
Okay. This next game is Washington and Atlanta, guys. Big Glenn, who's got this game, Washington or Atlanta?
Hold on. Glenn, before you pick, I just want to throw out there that Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin are both out for this game.
Falcons are 2.5-point favorites and they're
Yep.
minus 120 on the money line.
That's because they bought their quarterback and the wide receiver out. So
Yeah, thanks for clarifying that. I haven't been paying attention this week because Fever are playing this week, but give me Atlanta. They just got their ass kicked, so they're going to be coming out strong.
Succotash. What did that man say? Succotash.
I like the way Washington played last week, even with the backup quarterback. Atlanta looked like dog shit. I know they're at home. I'm going to go with Washington this game. Chris?
Who's Washington's backup quarterback?
Marcus Mariota.
Yeah,
Mariota.
It was Mariota.
And he's going up against his former team because he used to play for the Falcons.
Short stint.
I can't pick the Falcons because they cost me on my parlay last week by getting fucking blanked by the Carolina Panthers 30-0. So
And they cost you this week too.
I'm going with the Commanders.
Okay.
Man, you're
Frank?
gonna go. Yeah, I mean, I see where your thought pattern is going with that, but man, that's I'll bet my quick. It's definitely gonna be Atlanta. I don't think they can pull it off without Jaden. I know Mariota's a serviceable backup, but I think Atlanta. I think Atlanta's gonna bounce back off of that. I think they yeah, I think that was a fluke game. I'm gonna ride that off. Yeah, I'm going with Atlanta on that one.
Frankie?
Yeah, this father son duo needs to stop. We need to break it up soon. I'm getting tired of them picking the same teams together. It's insane. But I'm gonna go with the Falcons on this one as well. I think, not having if Terry McLaurin was playing, I would have picked Washington. But because he's out, I feel like Marcus Mariota is not gonna have much targets to go to this week, and I feel like Atlanta's gonna come out with being pissed off after getting shut out by the Carolina Panthers of all teams. I definitely believe that the Falcons are gonna come out with fire this week.
They better, man. They were dog shit last week. Next up, guys, we got the LA Chargers at the New York Giants. I'll take Chargers over. I'm taking Chargers.
Jackson Dart, he's gonna throw some darts to the other team. Give me the Chargers on this one. Fuck the Giants.
Okay, Jay.
Yeah, this is the type of game where I really feel bad for Jackson Dart. I feel like Jackson Dart is just getting thrown out there because Dable's trying to save his job, and it's going to be an utter clusterfuck of a game, to be honest with you. And so that reason I got the Giants losing this one.
Okay, Jay. Excuse me, Glenn. Same difference.
They look the same. They both have memory losses. It's okay.
Big Glenn.
Yeah, Chargers.
Okay, Chris.
I think the Chargers win the game. They're 6.5 point favorites, but I think this is going to be a lot closer game than what people think. I think the Giants cover the 6.5 points.
Okay. Next up, Tennessee at Houston. Jay, we'll go to you first. Is Houston going to get off the mat?
I wonder, Tony, why'd you go to Jay first? Because he's a Texans fan?
Yeah, definitely. Is this team going to get off the mat here?
Hold on, man. Hey, come back to me in just like one second.
Do you believe in your Yankees?
Hold on, just come back to me. Come back to me. Let me go second.
Okay, Chris. Tennessee.
What game we on?
Tennessee at Houston. Way to pay fucking attention. Tennessee.
I was paying attention to Jay. Jay got me all fucked up.
Tennessee versus Jay's second team.
Oh yeah, Jay's second, or actually Jay's first team, but
I'm not gonna have to listen.
Jay, you might just keep that up there for a little bit.
I actually think the Tennessee Titans are going to win this game.
I do. He's gonna pick that.
I don't think the Texans have enough offense. The Titans' defense is pretty good. I think they're going to keep Tennessee in the game, and I can see Tennessee winning this game on like a last-second field goal. I think it's going to be a real close game, but I like the Titans just because I don't think the Texans' offense can score enough points.
I'm going with Houston. I think Houston gets off the mat. I think it's going to be a close game. Houston by field goal. Jay?
Yeah, I agree. I do think that it's time for Houston to get up off the mat. I mean, Tennessee, Cam Ward is probably one of the bright spots there. Pollard as well. But I understand, Gonzo, that defense, they do have a fairly good defense, but I just don't believe in Tennessee right now. So, yeah. I believe about as much as I believe in Miami, to be honest with you. So I do think Houston gets up off the mat. At some point, they got to win a game. They're a little bit better than this. So I think they resurrect it and get the win this week.
Frankie?
Well, no surprise there with Jay and his pick there. But as I'm going, Chris, do you have the spread in front of you? I need to know the over-under on this one.
The over-under is at 38.5.
38.5. Who's the favorite? Tennessee?
The Texans are 7.5 point favorites.
Ooh.
Damn,
this is kind of like freaking Dolphins versus Jets for Monday night, right? It's like two shitty teams that you got to be like, all right, well, I got to pick one of these, and I really don't want to. Oh man, I don't know, man. It's like one of those it's kind of like one of those games where you got two good teams and it's hard to pick, right? I don't know. God.
Like last Monday?
Damn, man. This is tough. This is really tough. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go with Tennessee. Fuck,
Okay.
I'm gonna be the oddball. I'm gonna go with Tennessee for some reason. I just feel like Houston isn't fully there yet. I don't know what's going on with them. And I just feel
Frankie's
like,
joining me. Frankie's joining me with Tennessee.
yeah, let's
Okay.
go Tennessee. Let's go, Chris.
Glenn?
Jay, I'm gonna need you to pull up that one thing because you ain't gonna like what I had to say about this one.
Okay.
Anyway, this is
Well, we don't have to hear it then. On to the next subject matter.
Oh, shit.
so this is one of the games that nobody don't want to give a shit about, and Tennessee is going to be the first to give the mat, but nobody gonna give a shit to even watch this one. So
All right. Next up, Philadelphia at Tampa Bay, guys. I think this is going to be a good one. I don't know what to pick on. I'll go with Philly. Philly by field goal. Chris.
The Eagles are 3.5 point favorites. Over unders at 44 and a half. Man, this is gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game.
See, here we go. See, it was just like for me for the last one. It's tough to pick. You got to think real hard on this one. You want to go with push?
I'm going with Baker Mayfield and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get the win at home.
Okay. Frankie.
Oh man. First of all, I want to say I respect Tampa Bay. My wife made me laugh last week because she didn't understand the rival jerseys. And she's like, what the hell is that? And I'm like, it's a pirate. They're Buccaneers. And she's like, well, where's the parrot? And I'm just like, are you kidding me right now?
oh my
She's like,
gosh.
and then she goes, okay, well, if they don't have a parrot, where's the eye patch? And I'm like, well, not every goddamn pirate needs an eye patch, honey. But it's whatever. I'm gonna go with Philly on this one, just because Mike Evans is gonna be out. I do know Chris Godwin is coming back, but how effective will he be? He's been gone for a really long time, since dating back to last season. I feel like he's not going to be 100% for Baker. As much as Baker's going to throw the ball and run the ball, I don't think it's going to be enough for Philly. It's too much tush push.
Glenn.
Damn it, Tony. Anyway, Philly.
Tash.
Yeah, Philly. Philly's just so tough right now. I think to get it done, maybe in the same manner that they won the game last week.
Okay. Jay.
Yeah, I nobody hates the Eagles more than me. I can't stand them. I mean, I hate the Eagles about as much as I hate the Yankees, and if I could deport both of those teams, I'd certainly deport them both. But I can't, so I got to deal with them. But you know what? I got to stay unbiased about it. No matter how much I might hate them, I do feel like they're the better. They're going to be the better. They're the healthier team. Let's put it that way. But I'm conflicted because I know for a fact that the Rams almost beat Philadelphia. I mean, if it wasn't for Banks getting that or Davis getting that, or excuse me, Carter got the deflection and then Davis picked it up and ran. If it wasn't for that, I think that we're looking at a one-loss Philly team right now.
Did any of you understand what he just said?
He said like 4 different names.
I think we got
4 different players.
I think we got Sylvester with the cat and fucking Elmer Fudd on the fucking show.
Yeah, when you can get the words out of your mouth, you can talk to me. Okay, hold on a minute.
Don't be talking to Speedy Gonzalez like that, motherfucker.
Listen, all I know is he said 4 different players' names and 3 of them were Texans.
Hold on, follow my train of thought. I know I'm a little bit all over the place. I apologize, but and I'm just telling you reasons why I'm conflicted. I see signs of weaknesses in this Philly team. I do. I see signs of weaknesses in this Philly team. And then I look at a team like Tampa, which I feel like Tampa's riding a lot of momentum at this. Tampa's riding a lot of momentum at this point. The problem I have with Tampa, and the reason why I think this is not going to go their way, is the fact that Baker's battling a bicep issue, and I don't know how much that's going to affect him. And then you got Mike Evans out. Then you got Godwin battling a damn ankle issue. So I don't know health-wise if they can hold up against this because Philly's going to come in there with a physicality to them. We all know that they play a very physical defense. And I just don't know if Tampa, health-wise, can handle the physicality of what that defense is going to bring them. So that's where I'm on the fence. But I also know that Baker's a very tough individual, and he's a very competitive individual. And they have played extremely well, and they're undefeated. But I got to tell you, because of the injuries that they're dealing with on their primary players, I'm going to go with Philly on this one. But I really do hope that Tampa rises up and kicks the crap out of Philly. But if I was a betting man, I'd be betting on Philly on this one.
Next game, Carolina at New England. Frankie, who you like in this game?
Obviously, I'm going with the Patriots. I understand Carolina just beat the Falcons and shutting them out, but we're not the Falcons, okay? We're the Patriots. We shoot cats over here, right? That's what we do. We shoot cats over here. So
now, that makes sense.
I feel like, hey, don't be talking over there, Mr. Confusion. All right?
No, I believe you probably do kill cats. I believe you kill cats, and I believe you put them on your barbecue pit, Frankie. I absolutely believe that about you. Yeah.
I do. Why
Yeah.
you think
Chinese food.
I have two cats right now waiting to die. I'm trying to eat them. I'm trying to figure out what they do over there overseas.
Hey,
You know what they taste like. Didn't you've been in China before? You know what they taste like. But
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, man.
What's wrong with
yeah.
Frankie wants to eat some pussy? Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, exactly. I am what I eat, right, Tony? I am what I eat.
That's right.
You got Jay over there trying to make fun of people saying suck a tag. I'm over here like, wait, you trying to suck what, Jay? But anyway, I'm going with the Patriots on this one. Obviously, I feel like Mike Vrabel and the Patriots, after costing up 5 turnovers yesterday or last week, is gonna, be less effective this week. I feel like we're gonna be less turnover and hold on to the ball and get the win here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with New England by 7. Jay.
Yeah, you said New England's playing the Panthers, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean they're both garbage teams.
Just like the Cowboys.
I don't know. You're showing your true colors. You're being defensive right now, so that means you
this is like the third week. This is the
It's
third week in a
okay.
row.
It's okay. Look,
Here we go.
This is the third week in a row. You said my team is trash. Yeah,
no, listen. I mean, they're garbage. Right now, you're garbage. Frankie, look, I know my team is playing like garbage right now. I can admit it.
No,
I'm big enough.
Like
I need you to admit that your team is playing like garbage. I'm just saying, you're playing like flat out garbage.
Your team isn't playing like garbage. Your team is garbage.
It's okay. Look, okay, maybe you prefer a term called irrelevancy. Maybe we got the battle of two irrelevant teams. I get it. At the end of the day, okay. Puns aside, though, I think Panthers are going to take this game. I really do. I feel like the Panthers. I think they're feeling good about themselves. They took out a really good, formidable Atlanta team, and I think New England's going to eat it on this one.
Shut the fuck up. Can we move on to the next one? That was a stupid take. That was a stupid pick.
Damn.
No, but I'm rocking the Panthers. And then when they win, I'm gonna put it all over Facebook.
Yeah, makes sense. You would rock with a pussycat.
Okay, hold on one minute. I got a question to ask. I think Jay's Elmer Fudd. Okay, I'm Speedy Gonzalez. We got Sylvester Cat over here.
Yeah.
I think Chris is Slowpoke Rodriguez. Not because he's slow, because I think Slowpoke Rodriguez with Speedy Gonzalez was always fucking high. So I think Chris is Slowpoke Rodriguez. So why is Frankie? My guess, and this, Frankie, don't get mad at me. I think you're Bugs Bunny, and let me give you the reason why. Because he always beat the fuck out of Elmer Fudd. So I think you're Bugs Bunny. So, Glenn, what's your pick?
Well, it sounds like it's about to be Elmer Fudd season, if you know what I mean.
Hey, Bugs Bunny was the shit. He was the favorite cartoon when we were growing up.
Yeah.
Can we all just take a moment to recognize that Tony just called his son slow? I'm just saying.
I said why. It's
okay. The first word says everything. Doesn't matter what you say after. It's okay.
I clarified that completely.
It's okay. Look, it's your family dynamic. I know there's drama you're trying to avoid right now. But we know. It's okay.
Okay, Glenn, give your pick.
Oh, Jay, he didn't call me slow. He called me a piehead.
Yeah.
I don't know what a piehead. What is a piehead? I don't know what a piehead is. I don't know what a damn piehead is. Hey, y'all speaking? Is that Spanish? What are y'all speaking over there? Was that Farsi? Is it? What is that? What's a piehead? I don't know what a piehead is.
I can't help it. You have fucked up internet and can't hear.
What's a piehead?
I thought Jay went fully racial and said papaya. I'm like, damn, that's crazy. He said papaya, Jay. That's insane. That's next level.
Glenn, why did you pick?
Give me New England, bitch.
Well, I tell you
This
what,
shit's funny as hell today.
Oh shit!
Okay,
I got hungry for a second.
I'll take New England in this game as well.
Okay, all
Is
right.
that the New England Pirates or New England?
Next up, we have New Orleans at Buffalo. I'll go with Buffalo. Chris?
Buffalo's a 15.5-point favorite. I like Buffalo to win the game, but if I was betting this, I wouldn't
Yeah.
take the points. That's just too many points for me. But yeah,
I
I think
saw
Buffalo
that
wins.
and I'm like, damn.
Frankie?
I'm gonna pick Buffalo just because they're too dominant. But division wise, I would be super happy if Saints was to win. Like super happy. Like my wife will have to run away from me. That's how happy I'll be. I'm gonna have to drag her to the room if that happens.
Okay. Jay?
Yeah, I'm right there with Frank. I wish the Bills would lose this game. I
Oh,
really, really wish they'd lose this game.
you want to drag his wife to the room? You like Frankie? What?
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 That's a
Hey,
lot.
you don't, Tony, mind your business. What me and Jay talk about with our wives is between me and Jay.
Oh, shit. We're off the fucking rails.
I blame the Pyatt, but that's okay. Ever since Tony said something about Pyats, I don't know, it went
I
left
didn't
on
say
me.
anything about no Pirates.
I don't even know what a Pyatt is, but maybe somebody can explain to me. Chat GPT, what's a Pyatt? I don't know. No, I'm definitely going with the Bills this game. Saints are dog water. Everybody knows the Saints are dog water. I mean, yeah, it's Bills.
Glenn?
You got bot heads and buffalo heads.
Okay.
Give me buffalo.
Next up, Cleveland at Detroit. Cleveland coming off a great defensive effort last game. Of course, that was at home. I like Detroit. I think Detroit's got too much offense. Chris?
Yeah, Detroit's a 9.5-point favorite at home. I like Detroit in this game. Cleveland's defense is totally different on the road than what it is at home for some reason. At home, they're like the best defense you've ever seen, and then on the road, they struggle a little bit more. And then I don't think Cleveland offensively can keep up with the Lions, so I like the Lions.
Jay?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I feel like they did well against the Packers. I mean, seriously, there is always a chance that Cleveland could be the spoiler to the Lions, but I don't think it's going to happen. I really feel like this Lions team is going to take them. Again, offensively, I just think they have too much, and defensively, I think Aiden Hutchinson finds Joey Flacco and takes him out. That's just the way I see it. I will tell you this: I wouldn't be surprised if they double Aiden Hutchinson. And they double Aiden Hutchinson, who's going to be the free guy coming loose. And so I think there's going to be a mismatch somewhere on that defense with Detroit. So I'm going to rock with the Lions.
Glenn?
I'm taking Cleveland. I think Cleveland's going to get this upset this weekend.
Okay, 2 in a row. All right, two upsets in a row. Okay, Frankie?
Glenn is truly a Make-A-Wish old man. Did you call the foundation and said, hey, for my Make-A-Wish, I want Cleveland to win back-to-back games against division opponent, like a division, right? Cleveland is not beating Detroit. Detroit won one game in the first season, at the start of the season, because, they were shaking the rust off. Now it looks like Detroit is back to where they were. Did you not see what they just did to the Ravens on Monday night last week? You give me Detroit on this one. I fully believe Detroit's going to beat them really bad to where it's probably even gonna be over the spread. Chris, I'm serious. It's probably gonna be like a 14-point lead on Detroit, on Cleveland.
Next up, Jacksonville at San Francisco. Jay, who you like?
Man, this is kind of a tough one, only for the fact that I feel like Jacksonville is kind of starting to stick up for themselves a little bit. But at the end of the day, I'm still gonna roll. I'm gonna roll with Mac Jones and this 49ers led team, and I think Mac Jones. I think they're gonna win it because I think Mac Jones is absolutely. I think Mac Jones is doing everything he can to try to get that starting job, not necessarily with the Niners, but a starting job somewhere, whether it be the Saints or whoever. He's looking for a starting job, so I think he's going to continue to try to build his resume up. And they still got a lot of good players. McCaffrey's over there Jennings, Parasol, the whole nine, Kittle. So I think that's going to be a little bit too much for Jacksonville. So I'm going to roll with 49ers on that one.
I can tell that Jay doesn't pay attention to 49ers because Kittle's out. Also, Mac Jones is probably not starting. I think Brock Purdy's coming back. Kittle's out. Kittle's
no,
out.
Brock Purdy's not coming back. I didn't hear that. He's coming back?
There's a good chance Purdy's playing this week.
Frankie, your pick.
Listen, with everything that that Jay was saying, because he clearly don't pay attention to 49er football or in football and in general, unless it's a Texas team. I'm gonna ride with the 49ers too, just because I'm not fully believed in Jacksonville as much as as good as they've been playing the last couple of weeks. I just think it's not enough for the 49ers. The 49ers got good coaches over there to lead them over Jacksonville.
I thought about taking Jacksonville. If it was at Jacksonville, I would take them. I like their running game. Their defenses play pretty well, but I think San Francisco gets it at San Francisco. So I'm gonna go with San Francisco. Chris?
Yeah, I like San Francisco in this game, being at home, and I trust the 49ers offense a little bit more right now than I do. I trust the 49ers quarterback, whether it's Purdy or Mac Jones, a little bit more than I do Trevor Lawrence right now. So I'll go with San Francisco at home.
Big Glenn.
49ers, but if Jacksonville wants to stay in the division hunt for the AFC South, that they're going to have to. I feel like they would have to win this weekend. I mean, I know it's still early, but if Colts go in the LA and take care of business this weekend, it could be a climb up to even be in that competition for that.
Why do you care about that division? Why do you care about the Colts? You're a Dallas fan, aren't you? Stay in your corner.
Okay, next up, guys, that game, the Colts at the Rams. Let's go right to Chris. Chris, who's going to win this game?
Wipe that smile off your face, Chris. You got that smirk smile. Look at that smirk. He's like, oh, yeah.
Rams are 3.5-point favorites at home, minus 180 in the money line. Over-unders at 49.5. I think it's going to be a real close game. But I think I'm taking the Colts. I think the Colts are going to win the game. I like especially if I'm going to bet a game at plus 3.5. You're getting that hook. And I even if the Colts lose, I think this game is very likely going to come down to a field goal, no matter which team wins. I really do. I think it's going to be a real close game. So I really like the Colts at the plus 3.5. But I think the Colts are going to win.
I think the key to this game is turnovers. I think the Colts can commit turnovers. Same thing for the Rams. I'm anxious to see what the Colts look like against the Rams defense. I'm a homer. I'm going to go with the Colts. Glenn.
Let me grab my Indiana Jones fedora, put on, and cue that freaking Indiana Jones music because.
Fucking come in here and call him Indiana Jones. I'm sick of that shit.
But yeah, the Colts get it done.
Okay, Frankie.
This is going to be the downfall of Daniel Jones. You give me the Rams. The Rams were pissed after losing that game to the Eagles in the last second, especially getting a blocked field goal. I would not be surprised if the Rams attack Daniel Jones and show how much of a big pussy he is. So finally, all you Colt fans can open your eyes and see that Frankie the Yankee was truly right all along. And this is the downfall. This is where the downfall starts, baby. I can't wait for you guys to finally be like, who's our backup? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. You guys
I know who our backup is. I know who our backup is. I don't think I'm going to be saying that. Jay.
Yeah. When I look at this team, when I say this team, I really call them the Colts. They have one win, or they have, not one win. I apologize. I didn't mean to say it like that. They have played against a team that has only one win. So Rams are what? Not the Rams, apologize. The Broncos are 1-2. The other two teams, Tennessee and the first team, or for Tennessee and Miami, are both winless. So it's not like, and I understand Denver has a good defense, but it's not like the Colts have played against winning teams. Let's just be honest, okay? The Rams, a little bit more experienced. Obviously, we know what the Rams come to the table with. That's why I was trying to tell Chris earlier. I think this is the first real test for the Colts because the Rams are a true test, right? Everybody knows the Rams are a true test. So I want to see what Danny Dimes does against this defense, and I want to see how they respond with a team that has a good offense and a good defense. It's more of a complete team going up against them. So for that reason, I'm still sticking with the Rams because I want to see what Danny Dimes does against a really good, solid team.
You
Not
call
just
him Danny Dimes one more time, I'm kicking you out of the fucking stream as well. It's Daniel Jones. Don't call him Danny Dimes. Don't call him Indiana Jones.
Sorry, just like
All right. Calm down. Okay, let's go to our next one, guys. We have Chicago at the Raiders. Frankie, who you liking this one?
Give me Chicago Bears. I like the Bears in this one. Raiders haven't been looking good the last 2 weeks. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders, but I'm definitely gonna go with the Bears on this one, especially after the ginormous win they got on Dallas last week.
That's a tough one. That's at the Raiders. What the hell? I'll go with Chicago too. Chris, what do you think?
Oh man, I'm gonna go with the Raiders basically just because it's in Las Vegas. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the Raiders.
Big Glenn.
Bears.
Okay. And Jay.
who the Bears played again? I apologize one more time.
The Raiders.
The Raiders, the Bears, Yeah.
At the Raiders.
I like what the Raiders are doing. I just feel like they have not figured out how to use Ashton Genty yet. I think that's still for me the biggest thing. And so there's still some issues there that they have to work through in the Raiders world. I think Chicago's working through a lot more of those issues that they did have. I think Ben Johnson is slowly putting that mark on this team. It's certainly a better run organization than we've seen in the past. Even though I'm not a real big Caleb Williams fan, I do think that they're good enough to get past the Raiders. So I'm going to take Chicago.
Okay. Next up, guys, a big game for this weekend. Very important game, I think. Baltimore at Kansas City. Both of them 1-2, and one of these teams are going to go to 1-3. So, Jay, who you like in this game? It is at Kansas City.
Ravens are 2.5 point favorites on the road.
Yeah, I just feel like right now, even without the points and this, that, and the other, I look at this Chiefs team and they are not fully there yet in terms of completion. They're still missing Rashee Rice and Kelsey, still battling it out on the sidelines with the coach. And there just seems to be a little like this offense that's out in Kansas City. I just don't feel like this team is fully there mentally and or even with all the players there yet. So I think Ravens are coming in. They're riding a nice wave. They seem to be functioning well. I'm gonna ride the Ravens on that one.
Man, I don't know because both these teams are 1-2. I think it's more important for Kansas City to win because I think even if Baltimore lost and went 1-3 in their division, I think they can come back from them. I think Kansas City's in a tougher division, and it's going to be harder to come back from 1-3. Especially with some of the players that got out and still not going to be back to like game 6, the one receiver and Worthy being hurt. I don't know. Man, Baltimore defense.
Tony, before you pick, I love when this happens when we're talking about a team. Adam Schefter just posted up on X that Xavier Worthy is returning to this game on Sunday.
Okay. That could make a difference. Baltimore's defense worries me. But Kansas City, you can run on Baltimore. But so far, Kansas City ain't been around on anybody. So it's a tough one for me. Kansas City usually beats them. I'm going to go Kansas City by field goal. Chris,
I'm going to go with the Chiefs at home. I think it's going to be a close game, come down to the end, and the Ravens seem to find ways to lose the close games that come down to the end, and the Chiefs usually find ways to win those games. So I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, Frankie.
Yeah, I'm also gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs just because Xavier Worthy's coming back. They got the speedy wide receiver. Also, with the way Taquan Thornton has been playing the last couple of weeks with Worthy being out, I feel like he's gonna be an effective number 2 wide receiver, and it'll open up some more passing game for Travis Kelce. Now that Xavier Worthy's back, they're gonna have to worry about the speedy wide receiver more than the big tight end guy. So I'm gonna, even though their running game, like Tony said, is really bad, it opens up the passing game more for Patrick Mahomes. So I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Been Big Glenn.
Ravens by 10.
Get him the hell out of here.
Okay,
Who
guys,
breeded this guy? Who? I need to know who Glenn's parents are. I need to know who breeded this kid right now.
Okay. Okay, guys. Down to our last game for Sunday night game. Green Bay at Dallas. Jay, who you got?
Yeah, this game's gonna hurt a little bit because you're gonna see Micah Parsons back on the sideline. I mean not on the sideline, on the field against us. Yeah, man, the way Dallas is playing right now it just doesn't look good. And Green Bay has shown that they can be beat if you look at that Browns game, but at the same time, this Cowboys team, especially with CD, I don't think CD's not even out there now. So Pickett is going to be the number one guy. I think Ferguson, if you got Ferguson on your depth chart or on your fantasy league, put him in because I think Ferguson is going to get a lot of catches. And I think him and Pickens have to pick up the slack. But yeah, I think this is Green Bay. Unfortunately, this is going to be Green Bay's win.
Big Glenn.
You know what? Give me Dallas.
We're gonna go with it.
Okay, Frankie.
Yeah, I'm going Green Bay on this one. I think Michael Parsons is gonna attack Dak Prescott a lot. He's gonna come with revenge, just to at the end of the game, be able to point to Jerry Jones' booth and say, "I told you so." It's gonna be a really good game. Honestly, I've been really excited for this game since the trade has happened, and I figured out when they're playing, and just for it to happen on a Sunday night football game, especially losing to the Cleveland Browns last week, the Packers are going to come out with fire defensively.
Yeah, I got to go with Green Bay. I know Cleveland beat Green Bay last week, but I don't think Dallas has the team that can do that because Cleveland did it by putting pressure on the quarterback, and I don't think Dallas can get pressure on him like Cleveland did. So that's why I think they're going to struggle there. I think the game might be close. And also with Lamb being out, I would feel a little bit better if Dallas had Lamb. So, yeah, I think definitely Green Bay wins the game. Chris?
I think Green Bay wins by 2 scores. If you look at Dallas, the whatever quarterbacks play against the Cowboys have been having career days this year. Hell, the Cowboys made Russell Wilson look like a Pro Bowler again, and then they made then Caleb Williams last week looked like an MVP. And hadn't looked good all year, and then in Dallas offensively, not having CD Lamb, I don't think Dallas is going to be able to score enough points to keep up with Green Bay's offense on this Green Bay defense, especially down Lamb. So yeah, I like Green Bay in this game, and it wouldn't surprise me if like I said, by a couple scores. I just don't think Dallas, minus the guys that they're going to be down, are going to be able to keep up offensively with the Packers. So I think Green Bay is going to come out fired up after what they done last week.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what you're saying is I should start Jordan Love in my fantasy?
Yep.
Yeah, because, I mean, one of the bright spots for Dallas has been the running game. But if they get behind, they're not going to, if they get way behind, they're going to be able to run. They're going to have to pass more. So, yeah, I like Green Bay.
Yeah, real quick, I think we covered most of the games. I just want to go back to ask you guys one question. I've been noticing like over the last 2 years, Kelsey's numbers have really diminished substantially. I think right now he's only got 134 yards in 3 games total on 10 out of 17 catches out of targets. I don't know, man. Kelsey's not look. Is it just him diminishing, or is it just the team not getting him involved as much anymore?
I think he's diminished a little bit, but I think the big thing is they have no weapons on the outside, so teams can just double team, triple team him, and don't have to worry because they don't have no other outside weapon to worry about.
And
so
no running.
That's hurt him. And I think age is catching up with him a little bit, but I think that's really hurting him is they don't have nobody a big threat on the outside right now.
Yeah, and I gotta tell you, if I'm Kansas City, I'm worried about my run game too. Their run game has been virtually non-existent. I think that's another issue going up against Baltimore. They're gonna have that run game. Anyway, I'm sorry, Tony. I had a couple questions.
No, that's fine. Yeah, I agree. Well, guys, that's pretty much all I got. You guys got anything else? We'll get out of here.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Monday, everybody get ready to see Jay come in sad as hell, so that way
His Houston Astros are going to be out of the playoffs. His Dallas Cowboys are going to lose Sunday Night Football. It's going to be a fun Monday
What
here in the
about
afternoon show.
what about
You know-
Houston Texans?
You know, Frankie, I gotta agree with you, man. It's gonna be a fun Monday because the people are gonna take care of business.
Well, this might be the last episode of the afternoon show after Logan watches this today. So, this might be the last show you guys see here on the ESPN network of the afternoon show.
Yeah, we're gonna cancel after this, man.
Well, realistically, it's Jay's fault. He's over here throwing deportation words. He's throwing curse words, and he's throwing Mexican words that are so racial.
Papaya.
I strongly believe he said papaya. I'm telling you.
You do know my ex-wife was Mexican, so I don't know where you're coming from with that. So look.
Exactly why you're saying racial things. Your ex-wife, it's an ex-wife. She's Mexican.
You probably had her deported, didn't you, fucker?
Hey, he is Texas, so
Hey, listen, man, I can't say nothing there. They might have cartel up around here. I don't know, so I'm just gonna be quiet.
Oh shit!
Get the cartel shut up my doorstep. One less Jay McLovin in the world.
yeah. You don't want El Chapo showing up at your door.
Yeah, hey, look, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah. But anywho, hey, I do have one thing to say before we get out of here. Hey, tonight, obviously Mondays and Fridays, so tonight the evening recap show will be back. 9 o'clock Central, 10 o'clock Eastern, roughly about 30 to 45 minutes, and we'll be out the door. So make sure you tune in tonight.
I might be on tonight, Jay.
Glad you said something because I fucking forgot.
I might actually care, Glenn.
Oh shit!
Well,
Yeah,
no,
like
Glenn's
those
been busting
Astros.
hey, Glenn, you've been busting my chops. Usually me and you, we're simpatico, but today you've been kind of busting my chops a little bit.
I've actually been busting your chops a week, to be honest with you, but
That's
Yeah,
true,
yeah.
man. You really have. You've been doing a lot of shots all week, but but you know what, man? I let your disability go by the wayside, so I just try to be nice, man. So it's all. I love you,
I
Glenn.
appreciate you, man. And thank you for giving me a sky boat, by the way, because that's really going to help out.
And I appreciate that. But we can all say "F you, Frankie," because nobody likes that kid. Freaking likes Frankie. All right, that's all I got, man. Make sure you tune in tonight.
Hey Frankie, do the Astros make the playoffs?
Nope. We
Hell
don't
no.
have no
Hell
time.
no.
We're out of time. Frankie.
AP double hockey sticks, no. Team hell no. Team hell no.
Yankees are communists.
Hey, we're communists, but we're in the playoffs. Where are you?
Hey, I'm not out yet. I'm not out.
Hashtag outside
I'm
looking
not
in.
out yet. No. I'm not out
I
yet.
like how
I'm not
I
out.
like how,
There's still a chance, damn it.
I
There
like
is
I like
still a
how
chance.
I like how Jay's baseball attitude changed within the last couple of months.
You know what you said, though, in June, Frankie?
Hold on. Anybody that knows me, anybody that has
Oh
known
yeah,
me,
June they were
you know,
winning the division and you going to the World Series.
no, that is not true. Everybody knows, and God, Tony, you better stick up for me, old person. Come on.
No, you.
Everybody knows that I have
You
said since the
right?
beginning that we were going to have a rough go of it because of injuries. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that.
I don't care if Seattle
Matter
makes
of fact, if we
trades.
go a little further, I
Seattle ain't
said
gonna be
that
able to catch
Detroit and
us.
the Brewers were going to be in the
Trade.
World Series. That's what I said.
You know, Jay, I'm getting really tired of this shit with you. You do this every time, okay? You say something, right? And then your team turns it around towards the summertime, and then your attitude changed to where like, yeah, we're back. I told you we're back. You know, we're the division, the division, and then now 2 months later, you're slipped down. You lost it to Seattle. Now you lost your wild card spot. You're 1 game behind. You know you're not gonna make it. And
You
now
know
you're
what's
just
happened,
like,
Frankie?
if everyone remembers me,
But
and
that's,
knows
that's how I know you don't watch this show, because Gonzo and Tony will both tell you that even when we had the lead, I was telling them, hey, we're not playing consistently, that there is
Stop
still a
that.
chance that we might not make it in this. So, no, you can't say that I've been inconsistent with that, because I've been all consistent with the Astros.
It's all fashioned case of slipping in your own shit, you know?
No, I don't know, Glenn. How often do you slip into your own shit?
Oh,
yeah.
It's been a fantastic one, man. I ain't gonna lie.
All I
And
know,
on that note,
Anybody have anything else before we get out of here?
No,
Nah,
yeah.
absolutely
all
not.
I know that this is a great time to be a person that don't like Jay's teams. Okay, this is a great time. You got Dallas that are trash. You got the Houston Astros not making the playoffs, and then you got the Rockets that got a bum guy with bum knees and bum ankles and Kevin Durant and a bum neck, right? Who's not going to do anything, and now he got Fred VanVleet that's out for the year. This is a wonderful time. I cannot wait to see Jay's face at the end of 2026.
You
Don't
left out the
forget
Texans 0-3.
That's 0-3.
yeah, and the Lakers are going someplace, and the Reds still stand for communist society. Good luck with that. Russians. Don't ever trust the Russians. Red.